I think it's now become abundantly clear who controls the world. Because Bob Vylan, a member of an English punk rap duo, just lost everything in less than 24 hours. His talent agency, gone. Visa, revoked. Their US tour, canceled. Why? Because during a performance at Glastonbury, he had the gall to say these words.
Death, death to the IDF! Death, death to the IDF! Death, death to the IDF!
Now, first off, I just want to point out that the crowd was chanting along, so that says something. But whether you agree with the chant or not, and whether you think it's fair game or hate speech, that's not really the point of this video. Point is, Bob Vylan has been spewing this kind of anti-establishment, anti-British venom for years, and not a single person in power batted an eye. Because these are all direct quotes uttered by Vylan in the past. Quote, kill the Queen, burn Britannia, dig up Maggie, referring to the late Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. I wipe my arse with the UK flag, then spit on the crown. Give Churchill's statue a rope, see if it floats. I mean, this guy has said some of the most vile and hateful things about some of the most powerful and revered figures in Britain. And the reaction from the UK elite? That's right, crickets. Not a show canceled, not a revoked visa, not a dropped contract. But the moment he criticizes Israel, even just once, his entire professional life is torched in a matter of 24 hours. And look, you don't have to like Bob Vylan. You don't have to like his music. You don't have to like what his political stances are. This isn't really a defense of him. But let's get one thing straight, okay? Famous quote, if you want to know who rules over you, find out who you're not allowed to criticize. Because this wasn't just some random overreaction. This is what happens when you criticize the most pampered military force on the planet, backed by one of the most powerful lobbying machines in the entire world. Let's start with the US. In 2024, AIPAC spent over $100 million to defeat anyone in Congress who dare criticize Israel. This includes going after Jewish members of Congress who they deem as lacking sufficient support for Israel. You ever wonder why criticizing Israel feels more dangerous than criticizing the US government itself? Yeah, there's a reason for that. But it's not just here in America. They have the same lobbying apparatus across the world, including the UK.
Why Britain is so supportive of Israel is something that you and I have done a lot of work on, which is the extent of the Israel lobby in the UK. You know, where large numbers of Conservative MPs, Labour MPs, have been paid by Israel to go to visit Israel. And there's no doubt that Israel exercises an influence over British foreign policy making sort of way beyond probably any other state.
I mean, is it not bizarre that in the UK, you can burn the Union Jack, curse the crown, and still get booked on national TV? And same in the US, you can denigrate the flag, you can criticize Trump, Biden, whoever you want, but the moment you criticize Israel, you're branded a heretic and banished from society.